live with a game of Concordia. Let's see if we can adjust this. Don't think there's many settings here we can do. Displaying game logs, no. Player board. Help cards. Okay, I don't know what's going on. My graphics card's crashing out or something. So that's only our it's one of those games that's just really hard to fit into one screen. Okay, so we're going second, which can be quite nice because you can buy a brick and another city. Or you can buy a textile, but let's see. So there's brick there and brick here, right? So I think we're gonna go with architect first. So we got 1-2 moves we can build this. We can even build this brick as well, right? So it can be sometimes nice to get in on other people's spending an extra coin though. We could go 1-2, build here and there. Don't necessarily need to build. Textile can be nice. Also the tools are coming down here. So that's playable. So if you want to build, I don't know why my graphics card is crashing out so completely. I'm gonna try and close some things. Yeah, at least you can't see it, so I think it's the this would mean we're all in this city. This region, which isn't terrible. If we go here also, we're kind of like this area, so I think I'm going to play the diplomat here, copying the architect. Gonna move this little dude over here. I'm gonna build here and build there. This gives us the resources to actually build here, which is great because then we got the brick for the textile city and we got this 1-2. So that's actually a super nice combo. So now we just need three. We need 3 more coins somehow, right? That's the only thing. And we even have the ability to go like, can go here or there actually. So I'm going to remove this. Maybe I can see if I can figure this out while I'm playing. So Concordia, brand new game on Board Game Arena. It's an old classic. I played this game for the first time, I think back in 2014. It was the one of the selected games for the Euromasters, which is a yearly board game competition held at Essen Spiel, the world's biggest board game fair every year. I don't remember exactly how it went in this specific game back then, but I remember we got pretty good at this game at least. So essentially it's about expanding your influence in the Mediterranean by building I don't know, trade posts or whatever you want to call it, and training resources and appeasing the gods, I guess, for victory points. I'll explain a little bit better in a second. It's by McGertz, who has done a lot of other sort of historical games. Okay, this fits the theme quite well, the columns and stuff. So, yeah, you start off with your colonist, like your little land colonist and a sea colonist. They move along these paths and they actually stand in between cities like this. And so let's see, okay. Red played architect and they went over here and built, okay. So that was our other option, right? Why is the screen glitching so much? Okay, I'm gonna close down even more windows and see if this helps. If it's something about, oops. The memory, or what? Maybe it's this. So you can't see this, but the whole screen is completely glitching out for me. So I don't know why that is. Okay, and green produced in Umbria. Okay, cool. So I think we're also just going to produce. So we play a card, it goes on top of our pile. We get to produce. We're going to go here in the how to say that? Yeah, I don't know. I need to fix this. It's glitching like crazy. Oh, what? Okay, that's not at all what I'm looking for. Cancel. Okay, we're back. It's really still like needs to be this small. Oh wait. Let's do stop glitching. Okay, so there are these 5 different resources: bricks, wheat or food, iron, wine, and textile. You can build these little buildings in the cities. You can even build in the same city as other people. And then when that region produces resources, so if I'm able to produce now, green will get one of this, and green will also get one of this. This is for multiple people in the region. Obviously, everyone gets it, like Catan. And then every resource has a kind of bonus resource, which is always the most expensive resource in the region. And whoever plays the card to produce gets that bonus resource. And you start with a little deck of cards here. So, for example, the prefect here is the card that lets you produce. So here we're in a situation that, okay, we have the double production card. So if we were to produce now, we would get twice as many resources of the bonus. So we could just produce in a region that doesn't actually do anything. So that could, for example, be another. Okay, so we could do Sicily here, and we would get 2 textiles, and then we would just trade them away. So I think I'm going to do that. That means we're completely full, but I don't think anyone else is going to produce in the same region as us anyway. So I think this is fine. Textile is the most expensive resource, and we can use this Mercator to sell those resources. So we're gonna. You can only produce in the each resource in each region once, and then once it's produced, you flip this little tile to show that you can see this one has produced, this one has produced, this one, and this one. And when you flip them, they turn into 1 or 2 coins. And then when you play this production card, the prefect, you can either choose a region and produce it, or just flip all the things to the reverse side. 60. If you would flip it now, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 coins instead. But this action of taking 2 textile is worth 14 coins, so that was way better for me. There's this little prefect card here that rotates currently with the green player, and when they produce is that they get this little, the bonus resource, which is on the icon here, the most expensive resource in the region, they get twice that. So our next action is going to be to play this Mercator, which lets you trade in 2 types of resources. So first you get 3 money, and we're going to use it to sell 2 of these textiles. So we get 3, and then we get another 14, so 17 coins. And then we can buy 1 other resource. I'm not sure exactly what that will be yet. Maybe wheat or bricks, I don't know. But you have a little deck of 7 cards here, and everyone has the same set of 7, and one of the cards is this Tribune, which just resets your deck. So when you play this card, you pick up all your cards again. But on any turn, you can play anything from your hand. So this is our hand of 4 cards left. Okay, so they played it to get 7 coins, which I think is usually a pretty bad action, but it's fine. As I said, it goes like, unless you really need the money on the next turn. So we can see, okay, so red flipped them all back, then green is going to produce again. Green has a lot of, I don't know. So you can see our green could potentially do what we want to do, okay. And then everyone has a card called the Senator, which lets you buy new cards from the deck here and add to your hand. Okay, so they picked the Mason, which is the card I was looking at. And all these cards have something at the bottom here, which means that at the end of the game, for each card you have, that they score that many points for a certain thing. For example, this prefect says 1 point Saturnus. That means that it scores 1 point for every different region you have. So we're gonna sell textile, 2 of them. Actually, there's an ID here too. No, I think it's fine. We'll keep 1. We could keep 2, but I think I'm gonna sell 2 because I want some money, right? Okay, and then I'm probably gonna build here and here with architect. Can't really produce there. Definitely want to be able to buy another colonist when I play this. So then the question is, am I... Colonist card is good too, so we can buy up to 2 things now. We got 20 money. We want to keep 6 money for this for sure. green's blocking us. We might need 5 extra money here, but hopefully not. Okay, tricky. So I think this is very tricky. Don't think anyone's going to produce for us. We can fill up these slots with no worries. Then the question is, what kind of resources are we lacking here? I think wheat is always good. So let's just buy 2 more wheat. And there are some cards in the row that are not cards that we start with. So for example, the colonist card lets us build more colonists. We have up to 6 of them. And you can see we start 1 each, and then there's 2 more each. So if we get them out, we also have more space in our warehouse here to keep more goods. Your Tribune card, the one that picks up your deck, that one does let you build just 1 out and always starts here in Rome. Whereas if you play the colonist, you can start any city you have. So, well, right now that will only be in this. The brick places are not cities, they're more like villages or whatever you want to call them. You can see they have the column icon here, and whereas these have the temple icon, which is a city. You also get a little bit of money when you pick up your deck with this. So I'm not sure. Red could potentially buy this colonist card in front of us. I think just setting up the economy first will be most important, and then we'll see. I think we used our diplomat to copy the architect, which means we can build twice in this round. Whereas, I guess you could scroll down here and see what they played exactly, right? And yeah, so if you buy a card here, even the Mercator card that we have is more or less the same as this, but this one you get 5 money, and this one you get only 3 money, so they'll look upgraded. Then there's a set of resource cards, 1 for each resource. So 1 for iron, or tools is what it's called, I guess, 1 for food. That one is essentially works as a production card, but instead of choosing a region, you choose all of your cities and your cities only that produce, and they don't produce for anyone else. I think, wait, produce tools in all of your. Actually, now I'm like, from this wording, I'm not like 100% sure. Yeah, and if you want to build, you spend the resource that is depicted and brick. So here it would cost text on the brick, here it would cost food in the brick, wine in the brick, tool in the brick, except the brick city that always costs food. So you can see this little table here. And then they always cost money as well. And it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you pay an additional money cost if there's someone else in that city. So to build here in this empty city would cost a brick and a food, and then 2 money. Whereas here it costs a brick and a food and 4 money because there's already 1 here. And if red was also here, it would cost a brick and a food and 6 money. So that'd be the 3rd person. Okay, red is taking their sweet time. Okay, they end up trading. Makes sense. They sell their 1 textile for 7. Not super efficient. They got a lot of money now. So question, do we need to worry about the architect? We know that which order are we playing in? Green started, right? Okay, and green has no architect, so that's fine. I think none of them have an architect, so it's fine. Okay, green produces there. So our big question is, are we going to buy a card? I'm gonna actually look at the log here. So because I've been spending green place architect, we copied it. Red, okay, so red and green, neither of them have an architect, right? And the question is, green play their senator. Red played diplomat and then cancel. Okay, so red could buy cards, right? Red has those resources. So I think we're going to start by playing the senator. We're going to pick up this one. The cost of resources on it. Then something underneath, okay? And then could not buy the farmer. But I think just another, so what resource do we have? We have wine that we can spare. Okay, so I think we're just buying them Mercator, right? And then we spend this. Yeah, so now we have enough to build with Architect. Colonist card can be very useful if we can get it out early. So we buy those, all these cards slide down. So the cost is whatever it's on here. So this would cost a brick and a tool. This would cost a brick and a tech and food. This would cost a wine, and so on. And then later in the card row, or like the most recent RV card, they also cost an extra resource of your choice, an extra resource of your choice, an extra textile, and resource choice. And this is essentially 3 textile to buy this console right now. Yeah, so red was going to go ahead and buy some cards. Yeah, we made these cheaper, but I think that's fine. We're going to have a pretty decent turn. First turn, we're going to play the Architect. We're going to build obviously it would be very nice to produce. I mean, there's a yeah, maybe we can get all of our colonies out with this colonist card. So this one, yeah, let's build as many colonies as you like. They cost a food and a tool each. So that's what we're gonna have exactly all left over. So nobody's reset yet. So 5 cards, 5 cards, 5 cards. 3 in hand, 3 in hand. Now they have 4 in hand. So they ended up buying an extra prefect, another extra produce card. And they got the farmer, which is, so yeah. So these are the cards that you start with, essentially. You can see you start with only one of these cards. There's only ever one of these. That gives you 1 point for every 10 money you have left over. Money is also any resource value. According to this little table here. This one, a point for every city, so non-break place. This for every different region you're in, I guess up to 10 max. This for every different type of resource. This for every colonist, and this is, and the green ones, these ones, are for every of that type of city that you have. So they play the diplomat and copy back. We're going to play the architect. We're going to move up here. I'm going to build a textile city. I'm going to build a brick city. And the turn. Oh, they saved it. So now they can also build. The red is on this end, so we don't really care too much about them. But yeah, I guess that we got a pretty good start for sure. So we are most likely resetting our turn. We could play this and then trade as well, right? Not sure that helps that much. I think 5 money as an effect is pretty bad. So this will only get us 7 money. So I think it's better to reset. Resetting gives us 4 money for resetting. Then we try to go for these next turn. We're gonna have, so we can produce a lot of stuff next turn. Probably producing both of these regions, right? Okay. So they end up going here. So that means that if they produce, yeah, we're gonna reset. And then we can build a colonies. So what kind of colonies do we want? Land or so this guy can take care of this little thing up here, right? We have one ship that we haven't even sent out yet. I don't think there's that much interesting stuff going on. So I think I'm going to buy a land colonist to put it down here. Ooh, it lets us access a couple of these things here. So that at least we have the option to move to. When you play the architect also, you get to move your colonist a total of as many spaces as you have colonists. So now when we play the architect, we can move up to 3 different ones. Okay, so we ended up with a double bonus card. So we're going to produce here, which will get us 3 textile and 1 brick. Very good. So let's do that now before anyone else builds here. So that is like 21, 24 resources worth of stuff. Okay, the red is resetting their deck. We could probably go for this Weaver and then go all in on textile. There's only 1, 2, 3 textile cities actually, so it's not amazing. But it's decent, I think. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if we can ideally, we would need 2 textiles then, right? So we need 1 more brick, 10 money, but we would need an extra movement space. 1, 2, 3, and then this guy to move 4. So the question is then if I produce here, then build trade for 2 iron, then maybe I could build up 2 colonists. That would give me all the movement I need. I think I have a plan here, which is produce here because we want the extra food that we get. Yes, it's going to give green a food, but it's not super useful to them right now. Okay, they go for it. Okay, they produce up there. So I think let's see. Okay, so what's the plan? The plan is to first produce here. We get 2 food and a brick. Now we have the resource to build the last 2 textile cities. So what we want then is to trade this textile for 2 of this. So that would actually net us 2 money if we play the Mercator. So which would get us up to 12. So unless green wants to build the textile city before us, we should be fine, but we need then 1, 2, 3 actions to do that. So we'll see if we can do it. Green has no bricks right now. Also, green is way too far away from here, so that's fine. They could go here and block, of course. I still think this feels most efficient. And once we've done that, maybe we're able to produce in one of these cities to net us a textile, and then we can use a textile to buy this weaver. And I don't think that weaver card is going to be very attractive to anyone else because it's 5 points per textile city, and so no other players have any textile cities, so it's going to be 0 points for them, and it's not going to do anything. So, but for us, when we play it later, it'll be 21 money worth of stuff. So, yeah, red plays Mercator, so they get 3 money. They're going to use it to buy 1 wine for 6, and then what else? So what I like about this game is you can plan your turns pretty well ahead. It's very much like an efficiency thing. Trying to do as much as you can, but as few actions as you can. Play through all your cards so you don't need to play this tribune and keep picking up your cards constantly. Okay, so they bought 2 food and a wine. They have very little money. Okay, green is also trading. They sell all their textiles, so we're pretty safe there. 21 money. They buy 3 iron. Okay, so we're gonna go with the Mercator, right? We're just gonna sell the 1 textile. We're gonna buy 2 of these. End the turn. And next thing is then to put out 2 colonists, which means we have 5 colonists on board. I can put a they're not going to be. Wait, actually, we can put a ship colonist in this region. That's actually a ship here, and then no, just another land colonist here. Probably it's probably fine. Then every time you play the architect, they can move 5 spaces total, which helps a lot. Okay, so red is trading again, copying our thing, so they also get the 5 money instead of 3. You can't stay on the same space as someone else either, so like when red is here, they can build in both of these cities. So if you stood here, you could build in this one, but then you would only reach that one. So it's a little bit of a blocking potential sometimes, because you only green only has 2. Red was able to build the third one, so they can move 3 spaces. But yeah, 2 is pretty limiting in the beginning. I think just the 5 flexibility being able to move 5 spaces is pretty good. And then the game ends when either someone buys the last card from the row. There's a deck here that has 8 cards in it still. Or when someone puts out their 15th little trade station. Whoever ends the game gets a bonus 7 cards, 7 points. Okay, so red is buying a bunch of bricks, so they're set up to build a couple of wheat cities, right? And they bought the wheat card, so that makes sense. So red's probably building what, here, here, or here maybe? Yeah, okay, we're gonna play the colonist. We're gonna build as a sea colonist here. C columns there. Yeah, and turn. Okay, they play the architect. So the thing we're lacking now is production, pretty much. So hopefully somebody plays a prefect that we can copy with our diplomat after our next action. Okay, so red is going all in here, so we have very little incentive to produce here. So hopefully someone else does that. So everyone going architect. The question is, I think we want to save the diplomat, so we're going architect as well. So this ship will go over here, 3 steps, so we can build here. And then this guy, do you want to build in this wine city? I don't think so, so we might as well just go here, I think. Now we build here, and we build here. Oops. It's a bit weird, this laggy thing. Okay, so we built there and there, very nice. And a turn, we have absolutely nothing here, so you can see. Ooh, perfect. They play prefect. Oh, look at the timing. They produce in Sicily. Perfect. So now we can copy that. So we're going to play the diplomat, right? And we're going to copy one of the, oh, they both play prefect. Oh, okay, they're all, oh, okay. Wait, they play prefect. Liguria. They produced there. Okay, so who produced? Oh wait, we produced here a while ago, right? So this can produce, this can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's not amazing. We have this doubling effect as well. So maybe I just take the money here, actually. It is definitely not what I wanted, but I think I have to do it. This Weaver is going to be terrible for everyone else, so I think we're going to get it for cheap. So we just really want to produce in one of these regions, probably Emilia first, right? They buy the Smith, that's fine. And the Diplomats and the copy card. See, now this one is super cheap. Oh, and the console is there as well. So here we can either play the Mercator and buy a bunch of resources. I'm not sure that's worth it, to be honest. It's sad not playing the Senator. No one can buy his Weaver anyway. I think it's just we're going to have much better action after produce. I think we're just playing the tribute here, actually, resetting again. It's very nice to have all this space unlocked. Okay, they play prefect, they cancel it. So I guess, yeah, we're going to produce here. We're going to get 3 textile and a brick. Then we can buy like both of these cards actually. Then we can play the Weaver for another 3 textile. Then we can sell. It's a bit expensive to spend 2 textile on this console, but okay, red is gonna buy something. Are they gonna buy the console actually? Oh, they bought the Mercator, okay. The console is another card that lets you buy cards, but you can only buy one at a time, but you ignore this bottom cost. So you can buy them up here one at a time. It's a pretty powerful card because cards are points, so this essentially get an extra card and get a lot of points. We are, however, going to slam this Emilia production. I don't think you should be afraid to reset the deck before you complete the other cards, that you don't have to like run down to your last card. Oh, they bought the console, that sucks. Okay, there's another console coming up here, but it's very expensive. Yeah, green is gonna buy even more cards. They buy another prefect. We don't really care that much. So slamming this production down. Now we can buy this, and then we have 3 textile left over, so I guess we can buy this console. Because we're a little bit behind on cards, right? We got 9 cards. They got 12. They got 11 cards, so. But we have here 20, 40, 52 points here. So cards are points, but then like they're not points if you're also not doing something on the board. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things built. Okay, we all have 6 things built, so it's probably the same. I wonder if it's worth playing as colonist. It's 10 money. It's probably not good enough. What? Play a specialist and gain uses their diplomat to copy farmer. Makes no sense. Okay, I have no idea what you're doing. We're gonna buy the Weaver. We buy the console. End the turn. So you can see right now that we picked up the console. That's 1 for every city we have. We have 4 of those, so that's 4 points buying this, and this one is 15 points because we have 3 of those. We are now going to play this to get 3 more textiles. And we can just sell all of our textile. And buy some stuff with it. So like you get 2 actions, like either buy or sell action. You can sell as many or buy as many in that resource as you want, so the most efficient is always to sell like a bunch of them at the same time. Okay. There's some production happening. I wonder if anyone's ever going to produce here. Okay, they produce in Sicily. Great. We got even more textile. We can sell all of this for like an insane amount of money. Then the question becomes, What are we going to do with all that money? We don't really need any more textile because it doesn't do anything, so we are going to sell this, all of it. 35 money, yeah, very good. And now we can buy something. So what are we not producing is the question. We could look at buying something that will let us do stuff here, right? Brick is always nice because you need brick to build other stuff, or we could buy a lot of, I think we're going to buy a lot of food actually. Question is how many. We could actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, like we could buy like 6 wheat. Maybe we actually buy 7. Now we can just move out and build a ton of brick cities. So this would move here as 1. This would move here 2. 3, 4. Yeah. 3. Yeah, we can build in all the brick cities except this one. Feels good. Now we're going to get bricks all the time, every time someone produces, right? In any region, so it seems good. And then we're like also ending the game very quickly because also that makes our Saturnus card very good. So currently we are in 4 different regions. 1, 2, 3, 4. But with that we'll be in 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 regions. So yeah, we're doubling all those cards. It's only 2 of them right now, but yeah. Okay, they played the Mercator. So what's green? Yeah, we're not going to copy that because we have one of our own. They play the Architect, so then the question is that a card that's good enough to copy it with Diplomat? Maybe. Obviously copying the card that lets you buy. Oh, they blocked us here, that's very annoying. I think we Diplomat the Architect. But now might need to rethink this. So this is moving here 1. This is moving here 2. So I can build 1, 2, 3 brick cities. Wait, I wasn't building there anyway, right? 3, 4, 5. Oh, I got 1 step left. Interesting. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So all the brick cities, 1, 2. We're already there. Okay. So I guess I just move this one out 1 step like this. Build here. Build here. Build here. And build here. Sweet. Very efficient action. We're now at usually like 150 something points, probably good. This game we're at 35, but 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 points, something like that. So I guess what we want to do now is, oh, the Perfecto Magnus card came back to us, so we want to produce here, I guess. Will get us 3 textiles, then we can trade them for something. Actually, these cards are 10 points each, so probably just want to buy some of these cards as well. This is very cheap. Yeah, just like a 10-point action to buy a card, it's very strong. If we can take another action to just build. So you can see here, this is multiplied by 8. And these are always 1 point, whereas this is 5, but it's times 2. So I think the colonies cards are very strong. We want to buy those. This diplomat is 8-point action. It's also a very strong card. There's so many good cards right now, so I don't think it matters which one. So we're going to start with the production here before anyone else gets in on this. So we get 21 money. And the turn. Red is resetting, okay. So when you reset, the only thing you can do is also build a colonist. It's a very quick action. So right now we're just hoping to get some passive brick, and we get brick for any region, right? So that's good. And now wondering if we start by picking up this diplomat, because then we could copy a potential another card buying thing being played. So it's 2 points less than one of these, but I think it's fine. Okay, so the deck's running out. That's one of those cards left. So actually, we could buy both of these cards if we just had Senator. And that would be an insane amount of points. Like 20-point action. While we bide our time, I think we're gonna green is saying they have to leave. This is so annoying. Okay, they buy one of the colonist cards. Now we can copy that. We can only buy this. So we're just going to trade for I don't know, a bunch of wine or something. Wait, we don't have it. This is not great. We don't have it. These are only 6 points for this card. Okay, we got our one passive break here at least. Okay, so we should just sell all the textile because it doesn't do anything. And then we should buy something that we can use, which is probably just going to be 3 wine. Potentially 1 wine to build in a city for the architect. Is there a region where we're not represented and has wine? Yes, there's Corsica. Okay, so this is actually 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points just to build in Corsica. So I think the 10-point actions are good. So I guess we're also not in this region, right? So we could reset, right, first. And then maybe we have the chance to build also in this region. So we would need 1 more brick and 1 more food. Or we could not buy both of these cards, right? The person who ends the game, that's their last turn, they get 7 points. The other 2 players can get 1 more action. Someone doing a production to get us something would be pretty useful. Yeah, if we can build this, but that's not happening because we can't get. So red could potentially buy both of those cards, right? That would cost us everything in our hands. I think we might just produce first, right? This would get us an extra food and a brick, and then extra food on top of that. What other options do we have? So we want the brick, right? This will get everyone else a lot of resources as well. Or blue. If I play the console, they could, and buy just one card, right? They could end the game, but then I still get to do something, I think. So just play the console, buy this, end the turn. If red now ends the game, which is fine, then we can do the last production action where we get a bunch of points. Yeah, they buy that. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, green's gonna end the game. Last turn, and the architect is gonna be our best bet for sure. We're gonna move here and build in Corsica. I don't know if there's like anything we can block. Okay, played a little bit stressful there in the end. Everyone bought all the cards. We ended with 14 cards. They have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, including the Concordia card. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so we ended up pretty good anyway. So what are we scoring? 60, 90, like 120 points, maybe? I don't know. Actually, red ended up with more buildings than us. We'll see how efficient they were. 115 is not great. Like, did the game freeze? Okay, we did win at 115 though. Cool, cool. Okay, at least they stayed on. So you can see, I think we both won. We had 4, 8, 10, 14 cards. Which is very good. You can see here. Yeah, this card doesn't really matter. Did not score super well for the Jupiter, but scored real well on the Saturnus card, maximizing that, I guess. Decent on Mercurius card. Got the 1 Minerva card that we maximized. And then this Mars cards, which are, they scored 10 points each. That was quite efficient. Yeah, that's the big difference. I guess we got all our colonies out. That made the Mars cards really good for us. Okay. It's a really sweet game. I still have some skills, even 10 years after the tournament. Bang bang, 2 wins in a row. I played 1 game yesterday, so this is my 2nd game ever. Don't think I'm going to do another one right away. I need to do some other stuff. But hopefully somebody enjoyed that. And goodbye for now.